Hello from Southern Ontario, Canada. It's December 22nd. Before anybody gives me heck in the comments for spelling Christmas with an X, that's so the video stays up. Because here in Canada, it's a racial mistake. We can't say Christmas. We can't spell it on our videos. Which brings me to my point. If you know anyone who would vote Liberal at this point in time, send them this video, share it with them. Because I want to ask you Liberals why you would possibly still vote for Trudeau. In the first place, I can't write Christmas on my videos. But let's run through, 6 or 7 other points. You can't help but have noticed, whether you rent or own a home, that the cost to keep a roof over your head has doubled. You can't miss that one. You can't miss the price of fuel. Canada, what are we, the third biggest oil reserves in the world, and yet our fuel costs have doubled in the last 2 years. How about the debt? Maybe you missed this one. Our federal government claims it's one thing. A little over $1 trillion. Well, no, it's a little more than $1 trillion. The International Monetary Fund and the World Bank are in agreement that it's $1.4 trillion. The Fraser Institute here in Canada, they're independent, pegs the total debt at $2.2 trillion this fiscal year's end. When Trudeau came in power, it was less than $500 million debt. If you haven't noticed that one already, we're going to. How about the homeless crisis? Tent cities everywhere, all across our country. I mean, even the mainstream media covers it. It's that prevalent. You can't not have noticed the tent cities. And I challenge you, when in your lifetime have you ever seen anything resembling close to this homeless crisis? Which brings me to the opioid crisis. Unprecedented again. Perhaps you live rurally and haven't seen the fentanyl zombies wandering around our cities. Ask an emergency services worker, fireman, ambulance. Ask them. They'll tell you. They see it. How about inflation? The government claims, it's 1.6%, it's 3.6%. Take any single staple item from your shopping list, any one that hasn't gone up 25%, 50%, 100% over the last 2 years. Any one, I challenge you. Find me one that's under 5%. You won't. Here's a good one. Crime up 100% in our urban centers. That's violent crime up 100%. The government's response? Well, we'll take away boomsticks from legal, vetted, safe owners. Yeah, legal property confiscated. Like that's going to help with boomstick crime? Even the police say the police say 97% of those boomsticks used in the 100% increase in violent crime in our urban centers are smuggled across the border. Note, I have to say boomsticks. I can't call them by their right name because that's censorship. Have you heard of Bill C-11, Bill C-18? Where do we have, what democracy, I ask you, has censorship? Social media censorship? Well, we have North Korea. Oh, wait, that's a dictatorship. We have China. Oh, that's communism, dictatorship. Yeah, and hey, as a parting point here, I will say, you are aware, of course, our mainstream media is funded by the government, by your and I tax dollars. That's rather unusual in a democracy, isn't it? So there you go. There's 6 or 8 points. Give me any two. Any two, I challenge you. Why would you vote for Trudeau? What 2 good things has he done for this country? Merry Christmas, Liberal voters.